Okay, I'm gonna cover some basic drills, called plum blossom drills. And basically, they're based on the 8 tetragrams. But there's 4 on the flag, but actually 8 of them. We're gonna cover 3 of them. So first one is simple. Circle, 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 straight line. And yang. In, out, and palm. In, out, and palm. In, out, and palm. So it doesn't matter which hand comes first. I can use this one first, in, out, or I can use this one first, in, out. The difference is, one places me on the outside, and one's going to place me on the inside. So this is a basic drill to coordinate the hands and get a sense of distance and timing. Right? Blocking and countering. Okay, so that's number 1. We're going to cover 3 out of the 8. Now, earlier I covered how there's yang and there's yin. All right, so now using the same drill, the next level, it's applying yin and yang wrist lock. So 1, 2, 3, and then I come, and then 1, 2, good, and right. Now remember I said I can use either side first, being the inside or the outside. The difference is when I come outside, my technique here is going to twist him outside. When I come on the inside, it's going to come here and twist him to the inside. So anyone. Notice I changed my hands. I changed my hands on it. Right, so we'll keep it interesting. Right? Remember, we do 1, 2, and strike. 1, 2, and strike, and then the lock. Good. Good. Okay, so we went from the first one, where it's simply cover, cover, strike, and cover, strike, right? So the next level, which was cover, cover, strike, but had either twisting out or twisting in. And then we have 1, 2, and then from here I'm applying all my other locking techniques, which will open the drill up to thousands of techniques. And also, it can be what we call fine motor, right? But also, it can be what we call gross motor skills, right? So it can be any number of techniques, right? Fine and gross motor. Now, what this does also, it allows people of different calibers to train together. So one person, you may have maybe only 2 techniques. Another may have 15, another may have 30. But this way, a higher ranking student, low ranking student can work together and both benefit 300%. Okay, so for now, these first 3 are really fundamental. The next 5 that follow, right, they start slow, but now, remember how 1, we did this. It was here, right? So every drill, we kind of had a placement. right? 4, he actually steps, so I have to move, right? I step, he has to move. So this now introduces footwork and distance and timing to a much higher level, right? Then 5 with 5, right? Same thing, now with all the blocking techniques and throwing techniques. Now, when we practice them, just like in clearing flag, there's a blue and there's a red. You have to practice them slow and flowing. And you practice fast with caution. So slow, that. And this is something, regardless of experience, if you've trained for 20 years, doing this one drill, you should still practice slow also, both ways, right? And the same thing, fast, he comes in, right? Okay, so, okay, right? Right. Later on, you do the same thing with multiple hand skills. So same thing. Right, but even that, we will practice slow also. Now, that can continue also to weapons. Stick versus empty hand. Knife versus empty hand. Stick versus knife, knife versus stick. Couple examples. So, striking. Right? Now, you do the same thing. Inside, outside, strike. Good, see that? Good. Right? Or fun. Weapon on weapon, right? So I'll start slow. So good. Good. So good. Good. Right? And from those techniques, you also discover, you know what? From a certain angle, maybe an angle like this, I feel weak. Or an angle like this, I feel weak. Or for some reason, when he comes this way, I feel weak. Or some reason, when this happened, I have a weakness in that area. So then you can practice. Let's say this way, right? Then you can practice. Okay, how do you do technique from that particular area? Because you discovered that, okay, that was a little bit challenging, right? Or this, which is bad for most people. Right? How can I find solutions from that situation where every time I do this drill, that's where I get stuck, that's where I freeze. Plum blossom palm drills.